Hey guys, welcome back to the Outer Worlds. So we've just done the majority of the questing, I think, on Monarch. We finished the main stuff for now. I don't know, maybe we're coming back and there's some more. But I think there was potentially one or two things to tie up, but I think really we're going back to the ship and then going to the, well, the ship's the Unreliable. What's the space station called? Can't quite remember, but yeah. Let's just have a quick look at his quests here. Radio Free Monarch, speak with Phineas. Yeah, okay, so that's on the ship. Hawthorne's terminal ship. That's an old quest from Edgewater. Return to Lilia on the Groundbreaker, that's what it's called, the space station. And that's Edgewater. And we need to go to Scylla for Max's mission. Okay, so can we fast travel to the Unreliable? I think we can, but it's just been annoying. Let me fast travel over here. There we go. It's really annoying that they need to work on, unless there's some other, maybe it's because I'm playing the PC version and it expects you to just be able to click on it, whereas I'm using the controller. I don't know.
I believe I hear Felix and Parvati discussing the latest Aetherwave serial.
It's like a while since we've been on here, because we've been on Monarch for a while. Felix and Parvati, where are they? Are they upstairs? This is where everyone tends to hang out, in it.
I don't know if you watched the big finale, but you know that slick-looking spacer from All My Colonists? They got her playing the Queen of the Marauders.
Oh, no fooling? I'm gonna have to catch that one for myself.
You got a second?
Oh, so this is going to be his quest, I guess.
I can't believe I wanted to shake his hand. I need a shower. Makes you wonder if being a treacherous, two-timing coward is some sort of contagious disease, or if he was just born that way.
Never meet your heroes.
Graham wasn't my hero, but I did admire his work. At first, I liked what Graham was doing. The Iconoclasts were going to change Halcyon for the better. But then, we found out Graham was behind the slaughter of Amber Heights. How can anybody so morally bankrupt lead a movement to transform the colony?
He was sorry for what he did.
Nah, he was sorry for getting found out. Graham never cared about anybody but himself. You'd never do something like that, would you? Slaughter a whole community of innocents?
Graham wasn't the one who killed all those people, he just allowed it to happen.
I'm sure Graham told himself the same thing. He wasn't the one who held the gun and pulled the trigger. All he did was turn a key. The thing is, that's all it takes. Sometimes the difference between right and wrong is turning a key, or looking the other way, or keeping your mouth shut when you ought to speak up. Let's get back to it. I need to put all this ugly business with Graham behind me.
You weren't even there, Felix. Okay, so we need to check the Hawthorne's terminal for clues. Was one of the things that's in here, isn't it? Logs. The shrink ray? Note self, remember this later. No, better. Ada, remind me weekly to check this log until I tell you to stop. Yes, I mean continually. No, Ada, not if I'm dead. Why would you even ask me that? Back to my point. I saw in actuality with my own two eyes a sublimely powerful weapon in Wells's lab. Just sitting there for the taking. If the grey hair were to look away or forget about it maybe, or if I had asked a smidgen more nicely. He called it a shrink ray but wouldn't let me test that claim after I lost my temper. Said he was inspired to create the thing by the achievements of other scientists who dared to push the boundaries of human knowledge and decency laws. I had heard rumours of fantastical weapons like this one, weapons that push the boundaries of the mind and science's cutting edge, but I figured they were just stories, to be honest. Laying eyes on Wells's shrink ray firsthand is enough to make a fellow wonder if there's more to the rumours, more to be had. Yeah, well, we do have we've a couple of the science weapons, don't we? We've got the mind control one, the hammer power. Acquire finishes science weapon. The last time I got sloshed, I mean, was imbibing at the Lost Hope on the Groundbreaker. Look, Udon was really free with the drinks. He seems like an okay fellow. I shamelessly but subtly eavesdropped on two Mardets yammering on about a mad scientist some years back who'd claimed he'd made a huge discovery that would change the fate of the colony. Like none of us had heard that one before. But here is the good part. The Mardets said the mad scientist kept yelling about it, the hammer's power or something similar. A strange weapon with a special power created by a crazy lab coat. Sure fits the bill. It could be another one of the weapons that inspired Wells. Oh, where is it though? So, black market leads. Why won't Wells just give the shrink ray to me? Blast him to the depths of the labyrinth on Tartarus and back. Let the record show. I did apologise for shouting him down 5 times, but architect be damned. It's just sitting there neglected and gathering dust. I should have commandeered it and thanked him without asking permission or breaking expensive equipment when he said it wasn't ready yet, and that even if it were, he couldn't entrust it to someone like me. What does that even mean, I asked. That I'm not trustworthy enough? That I'd use it to wipe out the good, hard-working folks of the colony like some sort of moralist psycho? I'll admit to maintaining some questionable associations, but I follow a strict code of me, myself and mine. What's not to respect in that? Exactly. Now, I have to wait until Wells forgets or thinks he's misplaced it. In the meanwhile, I've been tracking down additional rumours pertaining to the others of these science weapons throughout Halcyon. If gossip holds true, my next step will be to check with the black market merchants on the Groundbreaker and in Fallbrook. Okay, black market merchants is what we need to do for the science weapons. Okay. And then we need to speak with Phineas.
I have received a transmission from Roseway, from a Dr. Shaw. Welcome back, Captain. I have received a transmission from Roseway, from a Dr. Shaw. Beginning playback now.
What? Oh, is this on? Oh, it's on right now. Oh, blast. Hello? I'm trying to reach the captain of the Unreliable. I'll keep this short lest I get caught. Please return to Roseway as soon as you can. I have an item of great value that you'll be interested in. Now, how does this blasted thing turn off? Damn engineers never label these toggles clearly. Is it
The transmission is complete, Captain.
Talk to you later, Ada. What about Phineas? Whoops.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? Goodbye.
Travel to his lab and speak with him to discuss the next steps. Okay. I think before we do that, we're going to go to the
Our
Groundbreaker.
fuel cells are now primed with
And we're going to finish the thingy quest, the one with the gas that we just picked up.
We've arrived at the Groundbreaker.
And I think we're going to take with us Parvati. And press continue without choosing my party. I have a real bad habit for doing that. We've got Vicar Max and Nyoka. I'm not liking that combination. Let's try again. Vicar Max is just annoying. And like really harsh as well. I say we have Parvati, maybe Ellie. take the robot? Parvati and Sam. Yeah, let's do it. It's not a great sign of the... don't get me wrong, they're all like kind of quite well created and well written characters, but I just don't like some of them. Not the best sign, is it?
Have either of the assault cruisers ever put into Groundbreaker?
You kidding?
Okay, so if we get to our journal, so there's a science weapon, but the first thing we want to do is return to Lilia.
Rizzo Spectrum Vodka. Aftertaste the rainbow.
Hey, we got the gas. We got the gas.
Groundbreaker's safe from melting to bits now. Lots of good people can rest easy because of you.
What do you think of the new guy, Felix?
He seems like a nice boy to me. I'm glad you gave him a shot.
I thought you didn't like strangers generally.
Yeah, but I got a good feeling about him, is all. I mean, sure, he's a bit rough around the edges. I bet he just needs somebody to show him a better path.
You seriously think I'm the right sort to put him on the right course in life?
You might surprise yourself.
And the only reason I'm fond of Parvati is because she's so like Kaylee out of Firefly.
That gas is going to make us a fucking mint.
Whoa.
120-some cubic meters of it, at 1,000,000 bits a pop. Take this. You've earned it. When we get buyers lined up, I'm gonna buy a gold toilet to shit in.
Oh, we ain't got enough persuade to ask for more. The height of ambition for us all.
You're goddamn right. Monarch isn't exactly a walk down the lanes of Byzantium. But here you are with all your limbs attached. Call me impressed, contractor.
Do you always send your first timers into certain peril?
I guess you're just one of the lucky ones. Look on the bright side. You just started and you're already on the path to a promotion. You've been keeping busy. I hear you took on some extra work at Fallbrook. Catherine doesn't always play nice with others, but it sounds like she and Clive reached some kind of understanding. Hey, when you were at the slaughterhouse, those swine didn't give you any strange looks, did they?
It depends on what you mean by strange.
Like they were hanging on to your every word, scheming. And when you turned around, maybe they just oinked like innocent little idiots.
No, why?
I'm probably getting worked up over nothing. Just try not to think about pigs. You never know, you know?
You doing okay, Lilia?
I've got a lot on my mind, but it's nothing that concerns you. At least, not yet. I have another job lined up, assuming you're still interested in work.
Of course you do.
You're gonna salvage me a space station.
What?
Heliospheric Research Station 1084, to be exact. I want it. Cobwebs and all. Interested? How big we talking? Not like Groundbreaker big, right? This opportunity won't come around again, Captain.
How did a research station become salvage?
Right now, it's only salvage on paper. Systems and comms have gone dark. Poke around if you're curious why. While the board lets 1084 gather dust, you're gonna swoop in and plant Sublight's flag. Perfectly legit, perfectly legal.
Just point me in the right direction.
Here, this override bypass should get you into the station's systems where you can plant my flag. And one last thing. When you get there, make sure you aren't followed. We wouldn't want that.
Understood.
I'm on the heels of something big. Play your cards right and I'll clue you in, but right now, I'm not sure who I can trust. Just be careful. Someone might try and use you to get to me.
Well, we need to up his persuade, don't we? Because we're missing out on credits. It was all the way up at 100, wasn't it, that? Oh, we've got this third tier now, haven't we? Science weapon damage. After killing an enemy, your weapon sway and accuracy penalties while moving are reduced to 0 for a short time. It's pretty good. Next attack after killing an enemy is a guaranteed critical hit. That's pretty good also. Armor rating and skill bonus. More carrying capacity. Movement speed during total time dilation. Whenever you are affected by harmful combat effects, you deal increased damage. Whole amount of melee damage you deal is... no, we don't melee. All area of effect and plasma damage dealt to you is reduced. Ranged attacks reduce target's armor rating by 1 point per hit. When you use the inhaler, any downed companions are revived with a small amount of health. That's pretty good. Headshot kills explode, damaging nearby enemies. When you are low at health, you deal increased damage. So I'm thinking that one. Okay, Pava is going to have some 2 perks available. More range damage. Swaps weapons and reloads much faster. Ability damage. What is her ability? Okay, yeah, well, I don't know what it is, but okay. Sam. Base health, range damage, armor rating, intimidate. Cool. I might keep Sam actually because he's quite a simple character to upgrade. Okay, so let's try and find these weapons then, shall we? I don't know whether or not to do that quest that she's just given us before we go and talk to Phineas, or the other way around. Because Phineas is blatantly the main story quest. Where's the weapons from the void? So it should be... here we go. Oh, of course. Black market.
It's almost time for today's episode of The Chairman's Children. Care to listen with me?
Absolutely not. I wanted to ask you something else.
What do you want then? My hard-earned wisdom?
You mentioned groundbreakers outside of the board's control.
That's right, dearie. The only independent station in the colony. That's us. Though for how long, I can't say. That all depends on Miss June Lay.
Back to my other questions.
Go right ahead, sweetheart. Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me. Here, take a candy with you. If you're here for this week's magazine club meeting, you're a touch late.
Does she just sell it?
Won a charming copper kettle off that girl who runs the pub. She's a fierce arm wrestler, but she's no match for your pal Gladys.
Is that it? Salvage's helper. I don't think so. This data cartridge contains the public records of Hephaestus mining outpost facility. It can be viewed. Old datapad once used by the groundbreakers Mardat security forces. Maybe that's the thing. That sounded good. And we'll take your mag picks. Sell. I imagine we've got a few bits to sell after. No, we don't want to sell light ammo. We haven't picked up a... Is that the only shot cannon there is? We've got the gloop gun and where's the mind control thing? Oh, we got it equipped. I think we've got it equipped, don't we? Soft speaker. Okay. Assault rifle. Yeah. Let's just get rid of most of this stuff. Keep the grenade launcher. Keep one flamethrower. Not bothered about that pistol. Maybe keep the Deadeye assault rifle. Get rid. We've already got flamethrower. Light machine gun, whatever. Sonic shotgun. 198, okay. Not very high damage, but anyway, whatever. We need to kit some folks out, don't we, in the party, so I think Parvati could use an upgrade. What's she got? Normal assault rifle. Maybe she has a light machine gun. Oh, she can have the Deadeye maybe. And so 120 versus 390. Yes, she can use that. Okay, and armor wise, 14 and 5. $29, 27, 29. It's either that one or that one. I think maybe that one. Oh wait a second, the gold. Yeah, that's much better. Might not be as I kind of don't want to obscure her face. If I can help it. Yeah, I quite like our armor. Thunder. We haven't tested that out yet, have we? We should do. Although, this assault rifle's doing way more damage. Anyone repair all equipped? Okay. So we need to review this thing that we just picked up. I think it was that one, wasn't it? Okay. I guess it's in journal, maybe? Codex Logs. Here we go. The old datapad contains incident reports from various Mardat security patrols. August, responded to a code ID 10T at the Last Hope. Vera asked us to bounce some back bay rat that got himself soaked in Spectrum Red. Drunken fool got into a scuffle with one of Engineer Tennyson's people. We tossed the rung leech back down to the bays Asshole fought us the entire way, telling us we'd be sorry once he controlled the hammer's power. This is some new Hammersmith marketing stunt. I'm complaining to Sunita. October had another run-in with the Rung Leech from the Lost Hope. Don't know how the upper ear piker crawled out of the back bays without us noticing. Locked himself into the repair bay of docking slip 13 and refused to come out. Kept raving about the weapon's chaotic beauty or some shit while we were trying to talk him out. Had to break off when our shift ended. Bullhead's got to come out eventually. Okay. Okay. View the Hephaestus mining. That's what we just did, is it? Oh no. Is it in a different category? Right, yeah, we've got it there. Inspect. Using the captain's terminal on the unreliable, okay. That's a bit weak. Anything else we need to do while we're here? That's on Scylla, Edgewater. Grant sublight remote access to the station, that's the next mission. Right, so should we go after these weapons, and then, oh, that's the bathroom, we don't want to go there. Go after these weapons and see where that takes us.
Who's the sweetest boy? Who is it?
Error. Unable to process the specific customer service request. Please repeat the order.
Yeah, you are.
Okay, so we need to go to the terminal upstairs. Search Hephaestus mining. Okay. That captain sold Harris something called the Rearranger, then left before we discovered the damn thing doesn't work. Only thing it rearranged is the number of bits on Harris's cart. Looks like some strange tech or a weapon. Maybe a scientist can make something of it. Okay, la 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 la. So now we have to go to science weapon on Scylla. Ah, we've got a couple of things to do on Scylla then, so let's go there. What was the other thing? Was it the... oh, we have to take Max with us, okay.
I am a dirty, autonomous digital astrogator, Sam. I haven't cleaned my internals in ages. Can you hardly process the sheer quantity of dust built up in there? Tell me you've seen worse. We'll continue.
Okay. It still says there's something on the groundbreaker there. What's... Still something there. Okay, let's before we go then, let's go back and investigate what that's all about. Is there another weapon? Only a piece of the puzzle.
You see we had a conveyor pull
Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertising.
Bad. How do we get there then? Around this way?
Rizzo's Purpleberry Punch. You want a punch? We got your punch right here.
Now, how does our robot get up the stairs? That's what I want to know. I mean, we can pick it. Are they going to turn on us? Hang on, let's just save just in case this ruins everything. It's still not going to get us to where we need to go though, is it? Any benefit from coming in here? Well, doesn't really look like it. A couple of things to take, but not really anything good. Right, so it looks like... Oh, crawl space, I see.
Entering quiet mode.
Okay, so you would hope this would lead us to the weapon. You wouldn't have thought that flooding in a space station is very safe, would you? Okay. I don't think this is leading us to where we need to be, but we'll take all the stuff anyway. Groundbreaker weapon. How do we get there? Because it's going to show us on the map. Yeah, so it was that door that was barred, wasn't it? So maybe there's another path that way. Okay, let's try it.
This is Halcyon.
I don't think I fully checked that room.
Rizzo's Purpleberry Punch. Sugar gel flakes and purpleberry flavored power nuggets. Now with 12% more crunch.
Aha. How do we get up there? Oh, I wonder if maybe you can't. Or if... Aha. There you go.
Hey! What do you think you're doing?
Bribe them.
Doing business with
Mobilizing silent covers. Tripling cycle complete.
Okay, Now, so now this is that bar door. We can just open that for a quick way out. Oh, the key card. That's going to be helpful. Anything else in here before I move on? This looks like the weapon, Prismatic Hammer.
This order is displeasing. Order will be achieved.
Logs. I'm not really that bothered. It's a hammer, I get it. Okay. Oh, and now we're back here. Yes, of course. Right, so that should be all quest markers cleared off there, yep. Right, okay, so onwards to Scylla, it was, wasn't it? One thing I can't quite help but notice playing this game is, although a lot of the stuff's quite detailed and well designed, a lot of the places feel small. I don't know what it. I don't know if that's. I don't know if that's on purpose or not, but anyway, let's go to Scylla.
Destination reached. Scylla.
Or whether it's just a compromise. I mean, I would rather have interesting quests and stuff in a small... Yeah.
Hey boss, got a hypothetical for you? You got a friend, see? Somebody you knew when you were growing up. You were close. Then one day, they up and vanished. 5 years go by, they send you a message out of the aether. What's going through your head?
That's cute, Felix. What's the name?
You got the wrong idea, boss. It ain't like that. Guy by the name of Clyde Harlow. He was an old friend of mine. Honestly, he was probably my first and longest friend. I just heard from him. Says he wants to talk to me. Says it's urgent.
Let me guess, he's on Scylla. She's obviously important to you. Let's go.
Figured I should let you know, seeing as we're on Scylla and all. Clyde's got a base on the other side of this rock. I appreciate this, boss. I know you're going out of your way for me.
Thank me later. Okay, so we need to take Max and Felix. Uh-oh. I was happy that we had Parvati back in the party, but anyway. Mantisaur. Cat denied, pretty. This is the place we were at before, isn't it? Okay, so Felix needs to be leveled up. Could use some beefier armor. Hmm. 25% damage to creatures, that's pretty good. And what's his loadout like? Grenade launcher 195. Didn't we have a grenade launcher that's Not as powerful, okay. And tossball stick, 170 something. Why don't you have that instead? Okay, so let's go. No, so let's check what we're doing first. Weapons. So, science weapon on Scylla, that should be on the map. Oh, it's in that little town that we were at last time. Guessing the enemies are going to have respawned. Nice mechanics. Should try out this hammer, whatever it is. Doesn't seem very good. We hit him a bunch of times there.
Air test. Our survival.
We really need to start looting some more folks to get some ammo right about now, I think. And we've already done this place, haven't we? So that's a bit of a shame. I thought the loot might respawn, but like, you know, in the crates, if you leave an area and come back. Oh well, I guess this place just wasn't here. Mandibular rearranger. Melee weapon. Exactly how it works and why is a mystery, never been duplicated. Again, I'm not too bothered about all the journaly stuff. Depends on what it is, but there's something about a weapon I don't really care too much. And what's the next thing in the quest? Acquire Phineas's science weapon. Okay, so that we do that when we go to the lab, when we speak with Phineas, okay? And then we've got 2 quests. So we got Friendship's Due with Felix, which is right over there. Okay. And we also have Max the Hermit. Is that, was he in that cave that we went to? Oh well, he's right next to us, so let's do this. He's in this other building that was locked when we were here last time. I see. Hermit's Lodge. Oh hey.
What have the solar winds deposited on my doorstep now? Just more dirt and debris? Or do you actually believe you are here seeking the truth? I must admit, I tire of the truth seekers. Mayhaps you're here to rob me? That would be so much more exciting.
We're here to get this book translated, Max.
We've been told this was once yours. I believe the knowledge within here contains the answers I seek. Answers that will free men's minds from toil.
I can translate it, but it won't do you any good. I can see you are a man in a hurry, and the insights in that book would take you years of study to fully comprehend.
I have spent my life in contemplation. I believe my mind is prepared to receive the truth.
Come a long way to help Max get some peace. Is there anything you can do to help?
There is one way that can speed up the process. It involves a combination of several ingredients, some of which can be fatal. It is not for the faint of heart or the unprepared.
What happens if you're unprepared?
Either hallucinations followed by unconsciousness and a headache, or raving insanity, which can be fun in its own way.
Well, Max just said he was prepared, didn't he?
And I believe he may be right. There is both violence and peace warring inside you, Max. This process would be extremely tenuous for one such as yourself.
I'm committed, no matter the cost.
No matter the cost. It's just drugs, Max. We ain't making you walk in front of a firing squad.
I'm in.
All right. Head on into the meditation room and partake of the Sacramental Incense. It's waiting on the table when you're ready to begin.
I'm not so sure this is going to be a good thing, but whatever. Come this far, right?
Poor Maximilian, why are you still doing this? You've been fighting against the world since before you left home. Haven't you figured out yet that the more you fight, the more pain you cause yourself?
Mother, you're dead. You can't be here. I knew this was too good to be true. These are just cheap hallucinogens that have... What's happening to my voice? Does my voice sound weird to you? And what's wrong with your face?
What's wrong, Max? Can't think straight? Now you know how I feel. Wait, forget I said that.
If she's a hallucination, why am I seeing it too?
We are obviously the victims of a tasteless joke being perpetuated... perpetrated? I mean, we're being made fools of, aren't we? When I get out of here, I'm going to show that hermit what you get for messing with me.
Chill out, Max. Jesus.
Maximilian, always ready to give up, to lash out, always searching for answers, but always in the wrong place, never looking inside himself.
You look inside yourself all the time, Max. Or with your head buried up your posterior.
Okay, I'm warming to Felix. We came all this way, we ought to at least hear her out.
Thank you. It relieves me to see there's at least one positive influence in my son's life after all these years. Has he told you how he thoughtlessly abandoned us?
Thoughtlessly? How could you say that? I only wanted you and Father to be proud of me. I was going to be the perfect vessel. I was going to be a better... more full of the plan. This year, it's all coming out wrong. The plan. It filled you with a joy I could never feel. I wanted it. And being a laborer made me miserable. I was better than that.
You certainly convinced yourself you were. But don't feel bad. We continually lie to ourselves, weaving stories in a vain attempt to convince us that we are in control of anything. These stories are how we try to make sense of our lives, but they are not real, are they? They're just stories. You need to drop your story and see the truth.
I got your story right here.
I'm Vicar Max. I'm uptight, I love the church, and I'm a stooge for the board. And I don't understand that Felix is a genius.
Your mum's right, Max. Your story blinded you to the truth and landed you in prison.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Look where we are, Max. Trusting an unbalanced hermit with your sanity seem rational to you?
No, I just wanted to prove to my parents that damn it. You're right.
Max, you need to lay the past to rest. What happened with your father and I, it's long dead. To attain your goals, you must live the chaos. Be fine with the chaos. Whether you resist or not, it will take you wherever it wants. More assuredly than even the fictional architect's plan you slave away to prove.
No, that's not true. The basis of everything is order, not chaos. It's true, I know it is. So did you. Why are you denying it? Before you died, the plan made you happy.
No, it didn't. I made myself happy. There's nothing holding you back but you. If you can't understand that, you will never understand anything. Goodbye, Maximilian.
This whole thing, it's just a farce, right? Just my own brain working against me? You couldn't be more right. Hello, Max. What? Who? Why do you look like me? Are you me? Not really. I'm who you think you are. I am disciplined, controlled. I have no doubts. And I don't exist. Yet you have judged yourself against me your whole life. Why? Why do you berate yourself for not being me?
Yeah, Max, why do you do that?
Max, I figured it out. You need to kill this guy now.
What are you talking about?
He's yourself. You need to get rid of him. Get it? It's almost like a bad joke.
I can do that.
We've got a fight on our hands.
I see you're back with us. Feared we lost you there. Never seen anyone pass out yet stay upright before.
What happened?
I woke up. The illusions I built for myself just fell away. I'm no longer interpreting, I'm experiencing. Everything is perfect.
I don't know, that's not okay. Better than before, but everything is perfect. It's not it's not a good place to be. That's gonna come crumbling down at some point. But anyway, I'm glad you found the answers you were looking for, Max.
In a way. Perhaps it's more accurate to say I was asking the wrong questions. I understand so much more now. I see it all. All there is to be experienced, to be lived. Of course there is pain and loss, but the suffering is caused by trying to control reality. Clinging to the way you want things to be, not enjoying the way they are.
I can get behind that. There may be something to that. You seem happy, or at least not angry.
I am content. I've finally found what I was looking for, even though I was looking for the wrong thing.
Yeah, it's all about, there's a lot to be said for just accepting things as they are. And there's a good friend at work who says, what does he say? Something just like it's madness to try and change the way things are, because they are the way they are, and you will fail. Or something to that effect. He says it more poetically than that, but anyway.
So, have you found your answers?
Not so much found as finally listened.
Yes, it is quite the convoluted maze we build for ourselves.
Existence is simpler with your eyes closed. It takes courage to open them.
It looks like you learned something in there as well.
I believe I did.
Hearing that brings me great joy, my friend.
We should go. So maybe Max is going to be less angry and just generally a nicer person from here on in, which would be good. But yeah, like I said, there's a lot to be said for acceptance and just being content with the way things are. So we need the other Felix's. Need to meet with Harlow. Harlow. Back up. Should we do? Is that not on Scylla? Thought we were on Scylla now. He just stood next to the ship. This Clyde fella. Okay. So is he not on Scylla?
Captain, if you're looking for crew members Ellie or Felix, they're sharing a drink upstairs.
But it said to come in here, and now it says to use the map. But it doesn't look like there's no mission marker on there. Right. He said he had a research lab on the other side of Scylla. Is there another place that you can land here?
A reminder to all crew members.
Well, I don't quite know about that, so okay, let's just move on to the next mission and maybe it'll... Travel to his landing pad on Scylla to have a chat with him.
Lit on the ship.
I don't get it. Maybe if we travel somewhere else it'll just give us an... I don't know. Right, okay. Edgewater... That's the sublight quest. I think we're gonna go see Phineas because I've been wanting to do it for a while.
We've arrived at Phineas's orbital lab.
Okay, should be interesting.
Hello? Can you hear me? Does this work? Oh, damn it! Blast, that's loud.
There's a weapon on here as well, wasn't there? I wonder if we do that before we go speak to him. No, that's also
I'm
over
just
there.
securing my ongoing experiments. And securing myself. Mind the mess. I haven't had a visitor since, in fact, I've never had a visitor.
I'll take your weapon, thank you. Shrink ray.
Aha! I see you found my portable molecular compression device, better known as a shrink ray. Find a target, point and shoot. The target will shrink down into a manageable size, whereupon you may commence beating them to a pulp. Feel free to try it on a marauder sometime. Ah, your old hibernation mask. Had to remove it, you know, in case you're prone to vomiting.
Mega messy.
The hibernation thing. Okay, Phineas, what you got?
I'd clap you on the shoulder if I weren't behind a wall of bulletproof glass. I don't know how you did it, but Hiram Blythe just sent me everything I needed. According to Hiram's message, Minister Clark has ordered a suspicious amount of dimethyl sulfoxide. It's almost as if he's hoarding the colony's remaining supply. Typical elitist, hoarding supplies during a time of scarcity. Once I have those chemicals, we can revive the Hope's colonists and put some decent people in charge. So, good news. You're going to Byzantium and stealing those chemicals. Exciting.
Yeah, okay, just tell me what to do.
Ah, yes, the details. I'm not about to ask you to rampage through Byzantium trading bullets with the board's agents. We'll have to resort to subterfuge. Carmen Imagawa. She's my contact in Byzantium. Meet her at the docks. She'll have all the necessary intelligence you require. I'm giving you my old nav key to Byzantium. You'll need it to land in the Golden City. Remember, you're looking for dimethyl sulfoxide. Big green bubbling vessel with a warning label. I'll take as much as you can find.
Anything I should know about this Carmen Imagawa?
You can trust her if that's what you're asking. Imagawa is the finest special agent in Byzantium that money can buy. My money, anyway.
Find Carmen Imagawa, steal chemicals, got it. And then, yep, okay. Let's do it. Should we try out the shrink ray as well? It sounds more exciting than this one. Oh, we need to change weapons.
Muting volume now.
Thing is, with the science weapons, you to upgrade.
Some crew members are causing a disturbance on the ship.
Dead center. Next round's on you.
Shh, the captain's coming. Put your gun away. Act casual.
Oh, yes. This'll about
Down
do.
target practice. Okay, that's fine by me. Okay. So, I thought we were going to Faustus. Is that something else? Okay. Byzantium.
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
Okay, cool.
I understand we have decided
done
to
plenty of
continue
smuggling runs,
supporting the
but
outlaw
listening to
scientist,
chemicals is-
Dr. Phineas Wells. Welcome back,
Yeah.
Captain.
What of it? Yeah.
May luck be with
What are you gonna do about it, Ada? What's that, Ellie?
Since we're in Byzantium, there's something I've been meaning to do. I haven't
What's
actually
that?
talked to my folks in a while. Shocking, right? Anyway, it's probably about time I paid them a visit. Given the dangerous life I lead, they've got to be worried sick.
Of course, just let me know how I can help.
Whoa, let's calm down. I'm not asking for a favor or anything. I'm just suggesting we stop by when we're in the neighborhood. See, I'm originally from Byzantium, born and raised. I know that probably comes as a big surprise.
Actually, I can see it. She worked like that.
But I worked so hard. I dropped the accent, picked up a swagger, developed a taste for Spacer's Choice.
That's the problem. You try a little too hard.
Huh. Well, I bet they won't know the difference. I bet they'll barely recognize me.
I'm proud of you, Ellie. Of course you should reconnect with your parents.
Reconnect is a strong word. And, I was thinking you'd come too.
Okay, we'll go.
Great. And when we get there, draw out your rough edges a bit.
What?
If you've got an outfit you haven't washed in a while, maybe one with some blood stains, wear that one.
I'll take care of dressing myself, thanks.
You're the boss. Anything else?
Never mind, let's go. So now we have to take Ellie with us. So I guess that other landing pad on the, you have to be, before you land it'll give you the option. It should have still given us the option anyway, but whatever. Yo.
Do you mind? I'm meeting someone.
Yeah, Phineas sent me.
Shh. No names, okay? The Phoenix is a wanted man and the board has eyes everywhere in Byzantium.
Let's get this over with. You have information from it.
Yeah. You're looking to make contact with Minister... Magpie, right? I should warn you, it won't be easy. He spends most of his time in his estate, which is heavily guarded.
And there's got to be a way to catch the minister someplace less protected.
Afraid not. He almost never leaves his home, and his guards never leave him.
Can't say I blame him. It's scary out of doors. I mean, can you even count how many times we've been shot at?
What work specialists, huh? Our mutual friend is really branching out.
Can't you get me into the minister's estate?
Whoa, I'm not one of your B&E specialists. I just provide intelligence.
Okay, so what can you tell me?
Some of the guards hang around Billingsley's House of Inebriation between shifts.
That place is still open? I used to study there during medical school.
Maybe you could do some reconnaissance there. You know, swipe a key while nobody's looking.
Thanks for the tip.
Just remember, you didn't hear it from me.
Looks like I've got work to do. Okay, so should we do the Ellie's quest first? Visit Ellie's parents. Oh, is it all this stuff free? Oh no, okay. So I guess this is the kind of central place where the board is. Long lift. I guess it means it's a big area it's loading.
Why can't something exciting happen around
Reminds me of Bioshock Infinite.
Nothing wrong with stability.
Ad drone.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Want to be famous?
Not really.
Not operate heavy machinery for 2 hours after application.
According to local legend, if you walk around the orrery 3 times, your corporate rival will die of a paper cut.
You think I'd get arrested if I climbed up on that to get... Look at the earrings?
Meh, probably just shot.
I'm afraid I can't come down anymore.
Rizzo's mock apple.
All right, how does this sound?
Citizens, today marks a monumentous occasion in the course of Halcyon history. After a deep and thorough examination of our
Is it me, or could each of these homes fit...
There's my parents' place. Smell that? Industrial grade cleaning.
Oh, your parents have got a nice place.
Marilyn, is that you?
Loss! We certainly didn't expect to see you like this.
And I didn't expect you to renew your marriage contract. But we're all full of surprises today, aren't we? Speaking of surprises, you should meet my new friend. We've been running around the system for a while now, stirring up all sorts of trouble.
Hello.
Play the ruffian angle some more. You're supposed to help me make an impression. Anyway, you're probably wondering where I've been all this time.
Not exactly.
The last few years have been a bloody haze. You wouldn't believe the messes we've gotten ourselves into. Right?
Indeed, we've saved towns and restored property across Halcyon.
Are you trying to make me look bad?
Marilyn, this really isn't the best time. Perhaps you should go.
Don't treat her like that. She's come a long way to see you.
I mean, we had other business in Byzantium, so it's not like we went out of our way. But you can't just kick us out. We'll stay as long as we like. And while we're at it, we'll drink your expensive hooch, wear our outside shoes all over your nice floors.
Hold up, these floors aren't just nice. They're top quality marble.
She's right. Since when can you afford authentic Terran marble?
That's what we've been trying to tell you, dear, but you must understand, we hadn't heard from you in ages.
We thought you were dead.
I'm not dead. I just never wanted to talk to you again.
I'm afraid the distinction was lost on us, darling.
Why do I get the feeling you people are about to apologize for something?
We only did what any grieving parents in our position would do. We collected on your life insurance policy.
And the payouts have been rather, substantial.
You what? Well, now that I'm here, I guess you'll just have to report back that I'm very much alive and kicking.
It's not that simple. For one thing, we'd have to cut back on so many necessities. The neighbors would be sure to notice.
Why did you do that?
We had to explain your disappearance somehow.
We couldn't very well tell people you'd run off to become a miscreant, could we?
I'll have you know Ellie's a professional miscreant.
Shh! Someone could hear you.
We concocted a story about Celeste Jollycurl designing a pair of 12-inch heels for you.
One of a kind, naturally.
That led to your tragic death when you tripped and broke your neck.
It was quite the story. People were talking about it for weeks.
Couldn't you have at least made up a better story? Something with pirates or raptidons? And what are you gonna do now that we're here?
Yes, about that. We were just about to ask you to, leave.
Quietly, if you don't mind.
You people should be ashamed of yourselves.
Well, we're trying to avoid further embarrassment.
I'm afraid it would cause quite a stir if the neighbors saw you two stomping about.
That's it? You just want us to disappear now?
Marilyn, please.
Don't cause a scene.
Come on, Elliot, you deserve better than this.
Damn right, Captain. Fine. I'm gone. Forever this time.
Can we shrink ray him?
We're doing this! Don't hurt me!
What in the void?
Okay. That's why I saved it. I wanted to try the shrink ray out. I thought it'd be funny, and it was. So, okay, let's go.
Can we talk?
Yeah, sure.
Can you believe those two? We'd hardly been there a minute and they turned us out like yesterday's garbage.
You were making quite a scene. How did you think that would go?
I thought they'd be scandalized. They'd both be sitting there watching one of their vapid aetherwave dramas, and then we'd walk in. Mother would drop her mock apple cider, and the glass would shatter all over their overpriced marble. Father would tear off his glasses and blink open-mouthed.
This is a very specific fantasy.
Shh, I'm getting to the good part. I'd have a great one-liner in the tube. I was thinking either, the leather's fake but the scars are real, or, oops, did I just track awesome onto your rug? Father would throw his hands up, because this would be just like me, to come back and make a big scene. Then Mother would do the old, "You had us worried sick." Her eyes would be red and she'd have her fist in front of her mouth to stifle a sob.
Hey, chin up, you're better than this.
I just didn't want to get booted out of the house I grew up in like that. It's embarrassing, you know. And I've got a reputation to maintain.
I'm sorry, it's a rough situation.
I'm used to rough situations. Like when someone loads your pistol with blanks and strands you in a Marauder moonbase, or traps you in an airlock with an angry mantis worm.
I think there's a lesson here, really.
Uh-oh, it looks like we're in for a big talk.
You've got to surround yourself with people who will really look out for you.
Unless you mean the kind who'll look out for you to blink so they could swipe your bits. The galaxy's not exactly crawling with those. Anyway, I don't want to sift through this lousy experience for meaningful life lessons. I'm mad, and I want to do something about it. Something like... Wait a second. What if I could get that money?
Keep talking.
I could open a new account, designate that account holder as a sole beneficiary. All the payouts would go to me. I'll make money without doing a thing. And I'll get to cut them off.
So how do we do this?
My policy is with the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group. They have an office in Byzantium. Maybe you could use some of your people skills to help me set up a dummy beneficiary account. If that doesn't work, I'm sure we can find one of their terminals and do it ourselves.
Let's go. Okay, so... The insurance agency office. Over there.
Dr. Ellie, you ever wonder if maybe we got some things in common?
This isn't another thing about wrenches and guns, is it?
Because you're a surgeon and I'm a mechanic. We both fix things, heal them up.
Hate to break it to you, but before I got to Groundbreaker, I fixed more noses than bones. Nowadays, I probably shoot more than I save.
Oh.
Spacer's choice dehydrated from a few weeks ago? Just add air. Now
Sole letter in this mailbox is addressed to the Greater Halcyon's insurance groups in Fallbrook on Monarch. Of course it is. Right, but we're not doing that now. So, Minister Clark and the Minister's guards. So the guards are where we just came from. Billingsley's. What was Dad's name? It's something Witherspoon. It was strange. Hey.
Hey! Stand back, you. I'm part of Minister Clark's personal detail, and that means you gotta keep 5 feet back at all times.
Are you supposed to drink on the job?
Of course not. But I'm not on the job right now. The others took me out to celebrate on account of me just getting hired and all.
What's so important about guarding Minister Clark?
He's basically the most important person in the colony, which makes me the most important guard in the colony. Yeah. That means I got a key to the minister's estate, my own personal UDL-issued shotgun. They don't give those out to just anyone.
Congratulations.
Yeah. I've nearly made it to the top, my friend. I'm just 2 promotions away from on-the-job bathroom breaks.
How about I buy you a drink to celebrate your promotion?
That's a great idea! I'll have a Spectrum vodka.
Captain, I can smell him from clear over here. I reckon he's had a fair number already.
Exactly.
Sure have, because today's my big day.
He's got powerful good ears, too.
And a powerful thirst. You have a Spectrum vodka for a new pal?
I'll leave you to it. We need to buy a Spectrum vodka, I guess?
Have you tried our new cocktail sponsored by Rizzo's? 1 part purple Spectrum vodka, 1 part artificial tomato-like substitute juice. We call it a Blue Bloody Mary.
I could use a drink.
Then you'll want to speak with our auto-mechanical inebriation assistant, located just over there.
Thanks, I'll do that. Yo. Okay, not you then. You. Or you.
Please allow me to improve your drinking experience with fine cocktails and pre-approved banter.
I'll have a drink. What was it? Some form of Spectrum vodka. That's what it's after.
Hey, you look familiar. Have we met before?
But I do have Spectrum vodka to give him.
Please allow me to improve your drinking experience.
Oh, we've got like all of the Spectrum vodka. Each type.
Hey, you look familiar. Have we met before?
Okay, here's your promotion.
To me. Hey, you are really great. Have I told you that? We should be friends. Wow, listen to me. I'm soaked. I should probably slow down before I'm face down on the tile somewhere. Who am I kidding? I could have another. You got another?
Oh my god, it's the red one that he wants.
Please allow me to
Hey, you look familiar. Have we met before?
Let's have another.
It's not every day you get your dream job, right? Wow, you've got like this crazy energy. Has anyone ever told you that? You're like a manosaur. You got a manosaur energy. Oh, Laws, I gotta stop. I'm seeing at least 2 of you.
Yeah, let's have another.
I really shouldn't. I'll have the worst hangover tomorrow if I don't stop.
Nonsense. You've got another in you. Doctor's orders.
Guess I can't argue with that. Yeah. Was that one supposed to taste like Purple Berry Crunch? Or am I just tasting breakfast? I don't feel so good. I think I'm gonna be sick. I just need to sit down.
He didn't just die, did he? Okay. I think more likely he just passed out, but it just sounded like he just died. Okay. So we need to get over that.
What's gone into Bachmine?
You don't much like me, huh, Dr. Wade?
It's nothing personal. I'm just not the touchy-feely type.
It's just... you seem fine with the others. Did I do something to make you unhappy with me?
You gotta stop.
This property is off limits. Solicitors, loiterers, and uninvited visitors will be fined to the fullest extent of company policy. This ultimatum brought to you by Universal Defense Logistics.
I'm here for Minister Clark.
That's funny. The Minister isn't expecting visitors, and you don't much look like one of those couriers from HPS. Minister Clark's a private man, and you're asking too many questions.
Farewell. Okay, so we don't have to do that though, do we? No, I'm gonna need that back over the other side.
I'm on my legally allotted break. Really, I'm supposed to be here.
I can take a hint. Great work.
Okay, in, out, got the parcel. Any other little bits and pieces that we need to do before meeting this chap?
You must be joking.
There's nothing to see here. Move along.
Chasing us off already? This feels familiar.
Ma'am, please don't cause a scene.
I want you to know I'm holding back for your sake.
Do you have any actual business here, or...?
Delivery for the Minister.
Yeah? Let's see it.
Got this parcel right here.
Looks like your papers are in order. All right, go on through.
Thank you for your time. Residence looks like a bank. Okay.
How did you get in here? You're not one of my guards. What are you doing here?
Oh, my law. Captain! Captain! That's the minister! Mr. Clark! Oh, wow!
So, this is one of the guys who runs the colony, huh? Small room for a big shot.
If this is about another Aetherwave clip or radio spot, you may kindly fuck off, as the parlance goes. I'm not doing any more.
Cut the crap, I'm here for dimethyl sulfoxide.
Drugs, of course. What else would it be? I don't have any drugs. You should try a vending machine or a purveyor of curative goods.
I don't know if our chemicals are here, but this guy is definitely not.
Will that be all, then?
I have records proving you've been hoarding dimethyl sulfoxide.
Oh dear, I don't think I can say this any more slowly. Unless... Of course! It's Rockwell again, who else? And I thought he was only holding me here to keep me out of the way.
Back up and tell me what you're talking about.
Chairman Rockwell. He's kept me under house arrest for years. I've long suspected him of transacting business in my name, but this proves it.
Yeah, sure. It's always someone else who ordered the hookers and energizing ointment.
Please, this is important. Whatever it is that brought you here, Rockwell's the one behind it.
Then I'll have to deal with him.
Whatever Rockwell's doing, he'll be doing it from the HHC headquarters. Your best lead is to look for details in his office.
This all feels off, Captain. Like when there's a storm coming, but everything's quiet and still.
Believe me, things have been off around here for a very, very long time. A reckoning is most certainly due.
We really gonna do this? Getting involved is a messy business, and it rarely pays.
This is about more than bits. This is about the survival of the colony. If you don't help, who will? Why, this is starting to sound like an issue of Dissident Hunter.
So tell me how to get there.
Via the Acropolis District, of course. That's where the most important corporate and government facilities are. But only board employees are allowed into the district. There's a heavily guarded checkpoint just down the street. There might be a route through the maintenance tunnels, but I'm afraid I don't know specifics. Most people avoid the area for obvious reasons.
Once I get into the Acropolis district, what then?
When you reach the HHC building, this access card should get you up to the executive suites, where the chairman's office and what used to be my office are.
Then I'll be on my way.
Wait. Rockwell has one of the only terminals capable of transmitting to the Earthbound message drone. This is our chance. Please, take this and transmit it from his office. Rockwell hasn't given me any messages from Earth for years. He's desperate to keep me out of contact with the Earth Directorate. But they need to know what's happening here.
What's on the cartridge?
What isn't on it is the real question. I've gathered meeting minutes, internal messages, sustainability reports, and more, all exposing the corruption and mismanagement plaguing Halcyon. Once the rest of the Earth Directorate sees it, they'll have to send help.
You're awful trusting for a guy who's been locked in his own house for years.
The Earth Directorate is our best hope. Even Rockwell's resources are no match. And it is hardly in their interest to let Halcyon crash.
Good plan.
Perhaps there is hope after all. And now I entrust it to you. Good luck, and trust no one in the Acropolis district.
Okay. So, I guess he's the guy that people think's in charge, but then there's other guys behind the curtain that are in charge, which is kind of pretty standard, isn't it, for any kind of government or civilization. So they said there's a way.
Oh, there. That's one right there. Can't you just see the stench of impropriety radiating off of her?
For the last time. Access to the data.
That's the normal way up, which we can't get through. I'm guessing it's with these sewer tunnels. So maybe there's a way. Ladders, you say? That's a very well placed box. It brings you down to this area. You wouldn't have otherwise come down here.
Dang, that's impressive.
Doesn't look like there's a way through from here though, does it? Oh, this is a way that you can get to the that residence without doing the delivery courier thing. Okay, so what are our other options? Maintenance tunnels. This sounds good, doesn't it? And we're in the money. Well, that's the wrong phrase to use, but I used it anyway. What are you gonna do about it? Only about 2 people watch these videos, so I don't care. I'm just looking around a bit because I'm feeling like we need some ammunition. It seemed unnecessary. Sprite. Oh, is that another way into the parcel place? Ow. Little shrink ray.
Can't get past that armor.
Oh, we got the... I almost forgot about the time dilation. No ammunition. Okay. Using this should heal my squad mates, but it's not. Maybe it only works once. I'm wondering maybe I'm doing this a little bit under level, like, it does seem like it's one of the later quests in the main story. But just to take out a few robots, that seemed... no. 1 perk point for that, Jesus Christ. That system's terrible. I don't even know why it's in the game. You need to give someone a big bonus for him to accept a penalty for the entire rest of the game. It's ridiculous. I need more ammo. How is it that we picked up all that ammo yet so little of it was the one that we need? Anything on the shelves? There's sometimes something on the shelves, but not today.
I'll keep it down. Seems to be a lot of enemies in there. Oh, little sprats. Your best shot, Alex.
Whoa. You guys seriously got killed by the regular sized sprats?
I thought nothing fun ever happened in this town.
Does the hunting rifle ultra use the same ammunition as assault rifle ultra? Yeah. We need something else because we've just no ammo. Light machine gun maybe. Plasma carbine. Not very high damage though, is it? Let's do light machine gun, I guess. Yeah, we've got quite a lot of ammo for that. Nice. Looks locked. Alright, we can pick it. Cool.
You got nimble fingers, Captain.
One times barrel. More critical, yep. And higher magazine, yep, cool. And then if we go to Tinker, should be able to make it more powerful also. Okay.
Left hand, Cap.
Didn't really get much for that though, did we? Again, it must be a perk, the fact that we can see what's in the crates before we open them.
Oh.
You ever get the urge to just hawk one on the floor?
Do we really need all the security? I have to go through 3 checkpoints just to take a bathroom break.
Can't be too careful. Dissidents like Phineas Wells will stop at nothing to ruin this colony.
But couldn't they concentrate the security outside?
Does look like that's the way that we need to go, doesn't it? Maybe we can talk his way in? Right.
Welcome to the official headquarters of the Halcyon Holdings Corporation Board. Today's greeting is brought to you by Auntie Cleo, a subsidiary of Colway Pharmaceuticals. If you'd like to make an appointment, please request an application form. If you'd like to request an application form, please make an appointment.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but I've already exceeded my friendly banter quota.
State your business. Please step away. This entry is for high-priority HHC business only.
Is this official enough for you?
Huh. I didn't realize we were still using those iridescent stickers. But this looks right. I'll just need you to register your weapons with a revised request to carry 32B form. Each weapon will need a separate form.
Fine.
Now, let's see. Damn it. When did I run out of forms?
How about you save us both some trouble and let me through?
I was going to suggest that myself. Look, you don't have time to wait on new forms, and I can't afford the citations for impeding HAC business. So I'm going to save us both some trouble and waive your forms.
Mighty fine of you.
Just know there are a bunch of guards upstairs, and they're all high on dervish mist and low on patience. So try anything funny, and they'll paint the walls with your guts.
Fair enough. Well, that was easy.
Apologies for the wait. I was arranging my stationery.
I'll be on my way. Locked. I see. Sealed. I also see.
Excuse me, just a moment.
One person gets all this space. Just to
send Minister Clark's message to Earth. View priority messages. Print ministry keycard.
Good afternoon. I'm Chairman Rockwell, and I'm here to address a serious issue facing us. As you all know, our colony has been successful beyond our wildest dreams. Unfortunately, we've recently discovered that our food supply will not be able to sustain Halcyon's population in the long term. Everyone will die. Everyone will slowly stop living from malnutrition. But we're doing it together, and that's what matters. I fucking swear, if someone doesn't give me something to read that will placate the masses soon, all of you will find yourselves violently unemployed. But I can assure you there's nothing to fear. We've got a solution. It's called the Lifetime Employment Program. We will freeze most of the colony to preserve resources, while the best and brightest of Byzantium continue living in prosperity. Look, you idiots! How many times do I have to tell you we can't say shit like that? Fire whoever wrote this! While Halcyon's brightest minds solve the problem of our nutritional shortage, the rest of the colony will be placed in suspended animation. Individuals will be revived on a rotating basis so that every Halcyonite can be part of the important work of saving our colony. By testing paperweights. Sorry, couldn't resist. Let's go again. And someday, in the not-too-distant future when we've solved this crisis, we'll all be back together again working for the good of Halcyon. Until then, the board shall provide for the deserving just as it always has. So, obey your supervisors, take your vitamins, follow your corporate-mandated grooming rituals, and rest assured with the board on your side, there is nothing to worry about.
Level up. Increased armor and skills. Yeah, okay, we'll
That
do
was
that.
all a story, wasn't it? It's not real.
I fear that it is quite real. You need some better armor as well, don't you? You have to wear the weird pink armor, but okay, whatever.
I don't know about you, but I'm all for living fast and dying young.
Personal files. Okay, so we've sent the message. And we got the card key, didn't we? Or whatever it was that we needed.
I beg your pardon, Minister Clark's former office is currently closed to solicitors.
Won't be long, I'm just admiring the architecture.
I suppose that is admissible. Please try not to break anything.
Construction checklist. Get rid of Minister Clark's stuff. Tear down rest of wall. Check to see if well is load bearing. Install steam bath. Install wet bar. Finish everything before Chairman Rockwell returns. Okay, we got the thing that we needed though anyway, so let's go. Back downstairs, I guess it is. Need 100 lockpick to get in there. Guess maybe that comes into play later. Okay, so I guess there was a I don't know if there's a maximum length of how long you can record on shadow play, but it just stopped for no reason there, so if you saw a little bit of a jolt in the video, that's what that was. And it just started a new one. Okay. I wonder if this is going to be as easy as the rest of it has been so far. We've just kind of walked in, haven't we? Ministry of Accuracy and Morale. It's like it's getting 1984 vibes here. Not quite sure where we're supposed to be going. Downstairs.
Not so fast. The Ministry of Accuracy and Morale is off limits to everyone without X-36 level clearance.
It's okay. I'm a doctor.
I don't care if you're a brain surgeon. If you don't work here, or for Chairman Rockwell himself, you're not getting in.
Worth a try. You'd be surprised how often that works.
Like I said, X-36 clearance only beyond this point.
Show him the keycard. How's this for clearance?
I don't know how you got that, but I still don't know you, and I don't have any new clearances on the list.
Never mind. Okay, so I guess that's where we're supposed to go.
I think I'm gonna start taking my lunches out of the city. That woman from down.
That scientist? The one who's been hounding the clerks? Ooh,
Employee complaint. Turn to route. What does that mean? Caroline, a scientist at the Ministry of Accuracy and Morale, has an ongoing feud with Theodore, one of her co-workers. Okay.
incoming!
Don't hurt me!
Okay. So going through that door is not advisable.
I think I'm gonna start taking my lunches out in the city. That woman.
That scientist? The one who's been hounding the clerk? You! What do you think you're doing?
I was sleeping.
Well then, carry on.
Hey, did Tillman get transferred or something?
That's right. You weren't here when it happened. Some UDL officers took him into custody.
Sorry, I shouldn't talk. Not without signing a waiver.
UDL's interrogating Tillman? Ugh, that's disgusting.
You see any sprats?
Can't believe I had lunch with the guy.
Definitely don't touch them. Hey.
Okay. So we know about this feud, but what does that... Does that help us in this?
Not so fast. The minute...
It's okay.
Look up.
Sorry, I shouldn't talk. Not without sight. Don't let the guards hear you asking questions, or peeking in the back. If you see any sprats loose up here...
If you see any sprats loose up here, definitely don't touch them.
I mean, we could just go in guns blazing and see what happens. Not quite sure how this thing in HR is supposed to have helped us.
They're on us.
We did make a save, so if we get some terrible,
How'd you do that so fast?
if we get some terrible consequences from doing this, then we can always just reload. Oh, that's just that door. I'm wasting stuff all over the place. We seem to do alright though in that fight. That's bad. Bird. Do we need to get... How do we get there? This way?
Huh? What? Huh? What was that?
Don't worry about
No visitors allowed, citizen. I'm gonna need to see some identification.
No you're not.
What?
You don't need to see my identification.
I don't need to see your identification.
Move along.
Move along.
You're damn right. Get it? Get it? How do we get it? Transferred. Yep, continue. Using concentration to 0% will result in the cancellation of the experiment. Okay. Okay. Exit, exit, exit. Okay. Goodbye, everybody. Yeah, I don't feel great about... There'll have been a way to get in without, you know, killing everybody, but, I mean... Can we just go through these guys now? Yeah, all's good. So the next thing... Return to Phineas. We should be able to just fast travel to the ship at this point. The thing is, if we revive all the colonists, is everybody going to die? Because there's not enough resources.
You have a message from Adjutant Sophia Akande.
No one ever looks quite the same in person as they do in my reports. And my reports of you have been exceptionally thorough. You've had quite a career.
I'm just getting started.
I'm glad to hear that. This may come as a surprise, but I happen to enjoy your work. I've been keeping up with you ever since Emerald Vale. Now that was an interesting piece of work. A rundown backwater, barely worth the ink on a map. Until you showed up. You walked through Edgewater and in your wake transformed it from a loyal company town to a haven for dissidents. I'm actually a little impressed. All this happened because some mysterious stranger fell out of the sky.
You almost sound like you approve.
Not always. For the longest time, I could never be sure if you were on our side or against us. You should be back on the Hope, frozen in a hibernation chamber. Yet here you are, flying about in a stolen ship, leaving a trail of paperwork in your wake. The board doesn't know what to make of you. But I do. I've seen your potential. There's so much we can do for this colony.
You wanted to talk to me. Make your offer.
You have something I want. I'd like to negotiate.
I'm listening.
Phineas Wells is wanted by the board. I want to convince you to turn him in to us.
The answer is no. We're done here, Ada.
You are making a serious mistake.
Adjutant Akonde's call has been terminated. Will there be anything else, Captain?
Let's get out of here. Well, kinda. I mean, you know, I've been suspicious of Phineas since the start, really, but I want to see how it plays out.
Now arriving at
Curious.
Phineas's top secret oral
I get the feeling we're gonna get to a point,
If you
and
don't mind my saying,
it's gonna.
Captain, Minister Clark is lucky to have you on his side.
Yes. I get the feeling that we're gonna see Phineas's true colours at some point. I don't think we've quite seen it yet. But it could be the case that he does want the best for all the people, and he's just trying to do that. But I just not convinced. I think there's something else going on underneath that. But maybe we'll soon find out.
I've kept myself busy in your absence, optimized my formula. I'm now confident I can revive the remaining colonists. All I need now is the dimethyl sulfoxide. I'll take as much as you can give me.
Forget about the chemicals for a second. The colony's on the verge of collapse.
What? Oh, yes, well, that's obvious. Anyone with 2 working labs can see this colony's slouching toward oblivion. Why do you think we've been doing all this? I revived you to help me save Halcyon from annihilation.
It gets worse. The chairman's planning on freezing every worker in Halcyon.
Hold on. Let me see if I understand this correctly. You're saying that Halcyon's on the brink of total collapse, and the chairman's plan to save all of us is to save himself? I always knew Halcyon was heading toward a systems collapse, but I never imagined we were already there. The board made this crisis, and now they want to solve it by freezing the rest of us? That's not a plan. That's a goddamn escape clause. That makes 2 things we don't have. Time and chemicals to revive the other settlers. None of this was supposed to happen. I was supposed to revive the Hope's colonists. We were supposed to have enough time to solve the problem before we all starved.
Found your chemicals in the ministry. The board was testing them on human subjects.
Human test subjects? Oh, that's grotesque. That's unthinkable. That's exactly what I'd expect out of the board.
These are all the chemicals I could get. Any more and I would have killed the subjects.
Damn, that's not enough. Not nearly enough for the whole ship. I could revive a handful of settlers. Maybe, possibly, damn. We're out of time. We're out of chemicals. We may very well be out of options. If the board has their way, we're all going to be spending the rest of our lives frozen in stasis. Do you realize what this means for the Hope? For your fellow colonists? The board's going to kill them all. Toss them out into space, just to make room in their hibernation chambers.
We need to think about this. There has to be something we can do.
Short of lining up every every member of the board and shooting them in the back of the head. Do you know what's waiting for us on the Hope? Scientists, engineers, artists, the brightest minds Earth ever sent us, uncorrupted by the board. The board's going to dispose of them all and transform the Hope into a prison for the rest of us. They're likely on their way to the Hope as we speak. We need to get to those colonists before the board. I have enough chemicals to start reviving a few of them, but no easy way to get them off the Hope.
There's a way. It's not exactly safe, but we could skip the Hope into the system.
Merciful gibbering law, you're a genius! We bring the Hope to us. Skip the entire ship across the distance of colony space, right next to my lab.
The Hope's probably damaged. We'll have to route power from the Unreliable.
Yes, exactly. You're a step ahead of me, but I perceive the shape of your plan. If we link up the Hope to the Unreliable, then use your navigational computer to calculate a reasonably safe vector, we can skip the entire colony ship into the rings of Terra 2.
I don't know much about skip drives, not the physics anyhow. I do know the Hope's real massive. How's our bitty little ship supposed to skip it?
Excellent question, my sharp-witted mechanic. You will use your own ship to power up the Hope's skip drive. Your navigational computer can handle the rest.
Experimental methods for killing noxious life forms are not covered under this unit's limited liability agreement.
Well said, whatever you are. You'll need to switch on the Hope's auxiliary power using the Unreliable. Then head to the bridge. Your navigational computer, Ada, should be able to activate the Hope's skip drive. Once you've skipped the Hope next to my lab, I'll have easy access to the frozen colonists. I can start reviving them immediately.
Okay.
I know you're wondering why I'm doing all this. Why I believe the people on the Hope are the answer to the colony's problems. The Hope is carrying some of humanity's most brilliant thinkers. Scientists, engineers, experts in their field. If we work together, we can still find a way to save Halcyon. The board would have us believe Halcyon is beyond saving. I choose to believe otherwise. If there's even the slightest chance we can save Halcyon from oblivion, then we have to take it.
There's some reason you're hiding behind bulletproof glass?
Oh, it's not you. I do experiments in that room. Some of them get quite scientific. The unexpected is to be treasured, but from a safe distance. Regardless, it's quite comfortable in here, you know. I have my beans, have my caffeinoids, plenty of toilet paper.
Okay, I'll be back. Right, I think we're gonna call that for today's episode, because oh, we got to 100 persuade, nice. It's gone on a little bit, and I need to double check that these recordings are alright. What would that skip in the middle? Yeah, so it does seem like we're getting ready for like a final main quest type thing. There's lots of other things still to do in the world, but I'm going to take this damage buff when we're alone in the party, I think. Oh, I don't have any perk points to do, okay. These guys apparently do that, do they? Yeah. When he's down during combat, they heal back some health and continue fighting. Okay, I like that. Sam. Extra damage to our mechs. Yep, cool. Okay, yep, so we're going to call that there for today's episode. Like I say, it does feel like we're getting to the end of the main quest. I did remember reading that this wasn't the longest game in the world, but maybe I'm wrong. It could be any number of, any amount of quests after this, so But we'll see. I'm sure we'll see. So thanks as ever for joining us, folks, and I'll see you in the next step. Alright, bye.